Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for the week of February 13th through 19th, 2024. This is a reading for you if you are Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising, or have some other significant Capricorn placement in your chart. If you are returning to this channel, welcome back. It's good to have you here again. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. I hope for everybody that this reading resonates and that you find it helpful. As I have mentioned, this is the reading for one of your aspects. So for example, if this is your sun sign reading or your ascendant reading or whatever it is, if you find that it doesn't resonate with you, then you might want to check on another aspect. So if you're a Capricorn Sun, and let's just say you're Leo Rising, then maybe you want to go check out Leo. Maybe that would resonate with you more. So if you find that this does not resonate for some reason. I did want to mention down in the description box below, I have links to my PayPal donation site. I also have links to my regular business transition life coaching. The website is called liminalreiki.com, where I do spiritual coaching and mentoring, as well as tarot, oracle, astrology, both Vedic and Western astrology, as well as human design and Reiki therapy. I use a lot of other modalities too, but anyway, you can check out those services if that interests you at the website in the description. And also I have links to my social media on Instagram and Facebook. So with that, I'm going to get into this reading. If you're not familiar with how I do readings, I usually do a horoscope spread. So each set of cards is in one of the 12 houses of astrology. And I'm interpreting it in terms of the meaning of that house so that we can try to get the maximum amount of information for you for the week. If a certain aspect of a house does not apply to you, so for instance, if I have a house that has to do with siblings, brother and sister relationships, and you don't have any brothers and sisters, then that aspect probably does not apply to you. So unless it's somebody else's brother or sister. So yeah, there's certain things that may or may not apply within each house. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Again, I'm trying to keep it as general and as broad of a reading as possible. I do sometimes get specific messages, and I would usually say that that's what it feels like. So if you don't feel like it's for you, then that's okay. It's, you may have other messages in here as well. We use the cartouche deck, which is the Egyptian system that I use. This is my preferred deck that I've been using since 1987. And I will clarify the cartouche deck with a tarot deck. This week I'm using the Mythic Tarot by Julia Sharman Burke. And then I usually follow up with an oracle reading at the end, and we are going to be using the Moonology deck this week. So, okay, so let's get down to business here. Okay, so Capricorn, first house. This is the house of, this is your personality, how you present yourself to the world, what you want people to see, what you identify with. And you have Earth with the Nine of Pentacles, so this is very nice. You're definitely coming across as somebody who is very secure, both financially and otherwise. Nine of Pentacles has a strong independent energy to it. So there's a sense of you being independent, of having your own money, of being in your own space, and feeling very comfortable with who you are and where you are. And with Earth here, again, this is a very strong, not only financial omen that's very good, but it also has to do with just being solid, being secure, and grounded. And being Capricorn, I mean, this is perfectly in line with the nature of your own sign. So yeah, so we're definitely seeing you coming across as grounded, stable, independent, and in your own element right now. Second house, we have Taurus energy. And Taurus is about your finances. It's about personal finance, your possessions, your values. And we have Scarab with the Eight of Cups. So Scarab indicates, okay, for some of you, and I think I've been seeing this for you, Capricorn, I've seen some of you making a job change or making some kind of a move or ending some kind of situation. And yeah, now we've got the Eight of Cups. You are walking away, okay? You're walking away from something. And this could be something that served you well in the past. It could have been a job that made decent money or something like that. You are whatever it was, it's outlived its usefulness. And after outliving its usefulness, now you are ready for this new beginning over here that Scarab represents. So yeah, there are definitely changes to your financial situation, and this is involving you walking away from something. Now, in this particular card, we do see this full moon here. In the traditional, well, I'm going to say the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which tends to be the traditional tarot images we're all familiar with, this card does also have somebody walking away, but it shows an eclipse. And I always feel like the eclipses are very closely connected to this card. So there were a set of eclipses that occurred in probably, late October, November last year. And there's going to be eclipses occurring in late April into May this year. So that could be connected here. There could be something that is connected either to that last eclipse or maybe to the upcoming one. That's possible here too, with this walking away and this making a change. But regardless, whether you're leaving a job or not, there's going to be some kind of change to a financial situation where you are walking away from something, where there's a need to give up something that is not serving you anymore, and where you're moving into some kind of a new financial situation or space. You could even be taking money and reinvesting it in something else, deciding to not do something another way. But there's definitely a big change coming up there. Third house is Gemini energy. This is about communications, short journeys. It can have to do with self-effort. So if you're in your own business or self-employed, this would be connected to that. And again, brother and sister relationships, if that applies. So we have Seth here. So Seth indicates that there's some kind of problem, anxiety, obstacle, block, something of that nature. And when we draw a second card to find out the nature of it, we have Pyramid. So I feel like there's something that's going on. Either you're waiting for a message, or there's some kind of a difficulty with a business situation, or maybe with a sibling relationship. Again, all those things are possible. But it's something that seems to be taking a lot of time. Pyramid indicates this is a test. There's some kind of a test or challenge that's coming in here. Something like a problem you feel like you have to solve. Now, Pyramid is good news eventually. So this could simply be a matter of that there's a delay with something and you have to wait. This requires a certain amount of time to be able to solve the problem. Now, the tarot card that clarifies it is the Three of Pentacles. So this may have to do with a third party in business or in finance in some way, because the Three of Pentacles is definitely connected to that kind of energy. So this could be that the solution to your problem either comes from networking or collaborating with somebody, or the problem itself might be with a collaboration. Maybe there is somebody here where something needs to be negotiated or solved, but it does seem like whatever the problem is, that it's going to be solved eventually. Fourth house. This is Cancer energy, and Cancer is about your home, your family, your environment, your sense of security, and also potentially with the mother. So we have Ta with the Nine of Wands. Okay, now Ta is your own energy. This is Capricorn. And so this has to do with work, with building. So this, in the home sector, this could literally be building. Could be building homes, could be your own home, could be somebody else's. It could be putting an addition on a house. There's something here though. It could be just going around your house and fixing stuff. Ta has a strong energy of, this is the master craftsman, Ta. He's the creator. So he is building stuff. Now, this can be in a figurative sense as well as a literal one. So you may be trying to build a home. As I mentioned over here in the second house, maybe you're trying to make for example, if you've been a renter forever, maybe now you're thinking like, okay, maybe I want to settle down and get my own home. And you're trying to create a secure situation where you can build that foundation and do what you want to do. And you have it with the Nine of Wands. So this is the card of the wounded warrior. Nine of Wands kind of indicates you are working on something and you're tired. You're drained of energy. You're ready to stop working here, okay? This is the second 9 that you've had. That's interesting. You've got a 9 here and a 9 here. I'm just looking to see. Yeah, and you've got another 9. You've got at least 3 9s in this reading. And so that suggests to me that you are definitely at the end of something. Something is coming to an end or is about to be completed. And I feel like seeing this here, I feel like it's kind of telling you not to give up on something, like to push through to the finish line. But you are tired by something that is either happening in your home or in a family situation. That's the other possibility here. Sometimes specifically with the mother, but it doesn't have to be. Ta is a strongly masculine card, but I feel like in this sector, it's about trying to structure or build something. And this is requiring a lot of stress and a lot of effort. And maybe, I don't know, maybe this is something that you're looking to walk away from here. this may be part of what's going on financially. So you can take that as it resonates, but yeah, it definitely seems like you are working towards building something, and I feel like you're nearly at the end. So if you're tired out, like, hang in there. Okay, fifth house is Leo energy. Leo has to do with your creativity, with children, with love affairs. If you're single and you're looking for love, or just getting involved in dating somebody, or involved with somebody who you're not married to. And also can have to do with recreation and leisure. So, any kind of vacation time, or things that you do for fun, things that you do for sport, all that's an element of this this fifth house. Okay, you got double fire here. Now, this is ruled by Leo, as I indicated. So that's a good omen. You've got a lot of fire in this house. So, yeah, Queen of Wands is somebody who is attractive, somebody who is seen, somebody who is ambitious, who has a lot of energy. So I feel like somebody here is very gung-ho to work on a creative project. This could indicate a lot of passion in a love relationship too. Maybe some of you are looking really hot to somebody else. I mean, don't know how else to put it to you. But you could be a woman with, it doesn't have to be a woman either, but we do have this queen here. This could be somebody with a lot of suitors, a lot of people who are paying attention, a lot of options, in terms of love. So if you feel like that has been a dry well as of late, then this definitely shows things heating up. This can indicate a passionate relationship, passionate love affairs. So yeah, everything is kind of, take it as it resonates. If you're already married or in a relationship, again, this could have to do with a situation. I don't feel like this necessarily is child energy so much, but I do feel like this may have to do with a creative project. It just could be something that you have planned, you're ready to go. I mean, seeing this Nine of Pentacles energy here, I feel like you're in a very confident place where you're inspired and you're ready to get to work on something. And we'll go through and we'll see what that might be. But yeah, there's definitely a strong and fiery and impassioned energy here. So there's a lot of ambition, perhaps a lot of forward movement on something. I don't want to use the word aggression because this doesn't really come across as aggressive to me, but it definitely is ambitious. Okay, so let's look at the sixth house. This is Virgo energy. This has to do with your health, any potential job situation that you're working in. It can have to do with worries that you have. This is the house of worry. Sometimes it has to do with pets. You have Sirius with Temperance. Okay. Now, if you are thinking about your health, and again, this is not meant to be any kind of medical diagnosis or anything. But this suggests to me a situation where maybe more exercise may be called for with Sirius. Temperance is about balancing things, could be about finding work-life balance. It could just be a situation like if you have a sitting job all day, maybe you're saying, okay, I need to get out and get some more exercise. Again, if you're somebody who your doctor's told you need to have less exercise for some reason, then you listen to your doctor and not to a tarot reader. But there could be just that some of you are deciding to get on an exercise regimen and saying, okay, I'm going to get out and be more active. And yeah, Temperance is definitely about trying to keep things in balance, finding a kind of an equilibrium here, or an alchemy. The idea that maybe you're trying to take disparate elements of your life and merge them together so that things are not so stressful, so that you can be ambitious, you can do the things you want to do, but that you're also giving yourself an appropriate physical outlet for certain things. So, and being able to keep yourself in balance and in a place of relative peace here. So I feel like this is something, again, especially with looking at this Nine of Pentacles up here in the first house, I feel like this is something that you're achieving. If you're not doing the exercise regimen thing, Sirius can also have to do with thinking more broadly, thinking outside the box. This is Sagittarius energy here with Temperance, and this is Aquarian energy. So, there's just this idea of stretching either the physical or the mental limits that you have. Seventh house is Libra energy. This has to do with legalized partnerships, so marriages, business partnerships where there may be a contract. Anybody who is in a relationship and saying, I'm single, am I going to get married? Am I going to meet one? That would be covered by this house. And you've got water with the Ace of Cups. So yeah, for some of you, there's definitely a move into new love or a new relationship, especially with this passionate Queen of Wands energy. It's interesting to me because you have water here, okay? You've got fire here, and in between you've got temperance. And temperance is about bringing fire and water together, really. It's about this idea that you are able to take those kind of opposite elements and make them work together rather than cancel each other out in some way. And with the Ace of Cups, yeah, somebody here is definitely new love that could blossom into a more serious commitment. If you are already married or already in that kind of a situation, this does seem to indicate this for some people. Maybe this is going to be, yeah, with all this fire, maybe there's going to be a rekindling of the flame. You know, if things have been, maybe you've been too work focused lately, maybe this is going to be a time when you're going to be focused again on maybe rekindling some passion in your relationship. It could be, now if this is a new relationship for you, like I said, there's a lot of fire over here. This could be a water sign. This could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, are all possible with this, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be any of those, really. But nonetheless, if you have had a love situation, there's a very strong emotional component to this. So I feel like, there's going to be movement or action either within an existing relationship or maybe, towards something. But with the Ace here, we also see something that's at its beginning. So it could be that this, for some of you, this is someone you've just met, something that, situation that's new. And it may be saying that it may take some time to get to the level, say, of marriage or a marriage proposal or something like that, if that's what you're looking for. But in the meantime, yeah, there's definitely this idea of movement and change. And water brings strong emotion and strong feeling as well. Now, if you're saying, okay, either I'm already married or no, I'm not in a relationship like this, and this is more about creativity, then this may suggest working in a partnership with somebody who you connect with, who you flow with. It doesn't have to be romantically. It could just be that you're on the same page, have the same feelings about something to make it work. Okay, so 8th house, Scorpio energy. This is about transformations. So, big transformations in life, big milestones. It can also just be how your life is kind of moving along. I always kind of see this as a general thread that runs through your life at the moment and where you're headed. It can also have to do with other people's money. And you have Buckle of Isis with the High Priestess. Okay, so High Priestess indicates that there's a lot of mystery right now. There's something hidden behind the veil, something you're not seeing. There may be a need to access your intuition with something. We have Persephone here, standing with pomegranate in this card. So there's this sense of, something that is still kind of out of your view right now, and this is a strong house of intuition. So maybe you are doing more contacting of your intuitive knowing here. Now with Buckle of Isis is about. It's a card of growth with a sacrifice. Okay, so in other words, efforts that you're putting into something, wanting to see that those efforts are going to be rewarded. There's a lot of cards of work here. You've got Sirius here. I mean, fire shows a lot of energy. You've got Ta. You've got, you've got some struggles that you've got going on here, potentially in the business house or maybe with someone else. There's a lot here that I'm already seeing that suggests to me that you are struggling to build something. You are struggling to make changes. Maybe you're not seeing the results of that yet. Okay, but Buckle of Isis to me is an assurance that the work you put into something is going to be rewarded. So that's certainly a good thing. Sometimes Buckle of Isis in these more esoteric houses has to do with separation from the collective. So in some way, and this actually seems to be true of Pluto going into Aquarius, there may be a need here to something that you've done in the past, maybe in conjunction with other people, or where you've accepted the judgment of other people. Maybe now it's time to go it alone. So, so take that as it resonates there. Okay, 9th house, Sagittarius energy. Sag energy has to do with expansion. So this is about long distance travel, higher education, learning, expanding your knowledge. thinking more deeply about things. This has to do with the bigger questions. It has to do with religion and philosophy and things like that. Institutions of religion, regardless of whether you're talking about the Catholic Church or you're talking about a Wiccan coven. I mean, this has to do with institutions that are connected to religion. And it's this is Jupiter energy. So this is basically about expanding your horizons. Okay, now you have Sphinx with the Knight of Swords. Sphinx indicates this could be something secret. And again, I don't know what would be secret here, whether this has to do with somebody who's at a distance, who's far away, whether this has to do with some kind of educational venture, whether you're delving more deeply into a mystery. You could be studying things connected to religion or mysticism or something deeper. And because there's a element of excavation, of digging deep when it comes to Sphinx, trying to get back to the root of something, or trying to delve more deeply into something. It can also indicate a situation where maybe you feel you need to expand, but for right now you may be saying, I'm going to hang back and wait and see. Because Sphinx can be a card of patience too, of waiting, not rushing into something until you're sure that you have all the information on something, or maybe waiting for something to happen. And with the Knight of Swords, that might be important, because the Knight of Swords can indicate that we are rushing into something without having given it a full think, where we have not looked at the big picture, or we're missing information and we're just looking to jump in and act on what it is that we have. So Knight of Swords in some kind of a situation, either related to long distance travel, something related to learning, maybe education, maybe if you're thinking of going back to school, or maybe if you're interested in a new system or idea of thought, there may be something that you're getting ready to dive into, but there may be a reason to hold back for right now. So take that as it resonates. And in your own energy, which is Capricorn, we have the 10th house here. And this is Capricorn, Saturn energy. It has to do with career, reputation, fame, legacy that you're leaving, how you want to be known by people. And you have Nephthys with the Sun. Okay, so these are almost two opposite energies, because Nephthys has to do with that which has not yet been revealed. And that fits in with the High Priestess. It also fits in with Sphinx. So this suggests to me that, something in terms of a career change. It does look like you're planning to walk away from something here. But it could be that there's something in connected with this opportunity that is not yet revealed itself. But Nephthys indicates that which is not revealed itself yet. Not something that's not going to happen. Just something that hasn't revealed itself yet. And what's waiting to be revealed, the sun will bring clarity. It will bring happiness. This has a lot to do with achievement of goals, or the sun finally shining on a particular thing. So I feel like this is coming. I just feel like either it's not come yet, or there's still some more information to be gotten here about this. So I'm just kind of looking through these others to get kind of another impression here on things. I'm seeing delays here down in the business house or in communications. So maybe there's something here that, with Pyramid, that you're still waiting on or waiting to finish. But this seems like whatever this wait is, I feel like it's going to be over soon. With the sun, there is a clarity that's going to come in, and the path will be clear. But it just might be that it's not quite yet, okay? And you don't want to rush in on something prematurely. Let's look at the 11th house. This is Aquarius energy. This has to do with your friendships, your social networks, your business networks, your goals, dreams, what you want to manifest. Possibly destiny as well. Crook and Flail with the 9 of Swords. Okay, there definitely seems to be some concern here about the status of something. This definitely has to do with status, with visibility, with reputation. It can have to do with authority. So I don't know. There maybe you're having, you definitely look like you're very secure here, and you're ready to make some changes. But I have a feeling that some of these amorphous things here that are not quite clear yet may have you worried. You may be sitting here thinking, this is kind of the what if energy that we have with the 9 of Swords. Okay, so you may be in this what if mode. Okay, I'm thinking it's this way, but this is the way that we torture ourselves with with overthinking, okay? And so this suggests to me, okay, the possibilities here is there could be somebody in your network of support, maybe who is an authority or somebody who can act as a mentor, maybe somebody who can provide you with information to make you feel less like this. Or it could simply be reminding you that you are the authority, okay? You have what it takes. You have the visibility. You have the reputation. So there's an ambition to move forward here. And, whatever fears there are about that, these feel like more like this is an overthinking about things that have not happened and may never happen, okay? So, yeah, definitely feel here like you are, and this also would indicate increased visibility. So this would be expanding your network, okay? So I don't know. And I feel like in connection with the Knight of Swords, there may be a situation where you have an anxiety that's making you feel like you want to move before you need to, or maybe that you have to prove something. And I just don't feel like that's necessary. For some of you, it could be that you're making a career move where you think you need more credentials. Maybe you think, oh, the only way I'm going to be accepted in field X is if I go back and get another degree, or if I go back and get this expensive certification. And it may be saying, no, wait, you may have enough authority all on your own. You may not need something extra. The fact that this is showing up in the higher ed house makes me think that. Okay, so 12th house. This is Pisces energy. This has to do with what you keep hidden, what you might be afraid of, what secretly, or maybe what you're even repressing. Okay, well, you have Osiris with the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is clarity. There's messages. If there's changes you definitely don't want to move too fast on things, but I think Ace of Swords can indicate unexpected information coming in very fast. So I have a feeling that, yeah, this Nine of Swords might be connected to you thinking like, okay, everything looks great, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on something, And with Osiris, yeah, there's this sense of stability and security. So the fact that this is showing up in the House of Fear tells me that maybe you're doubting this security. You're saying, what if I get some, this unexpected message that just jumps in and that changes everything. There is a message you seem to be waiting for here, and I think there may be some fear about that. So you could be in a situation where you're making a choice and you're not sure whether that choice is going to pan out in your favor or not. If it's connected to career, I think everything's going to be fine. We've got the Sun up here. We've got you moving away from something that no longer serves you. We've got Temperance down here, and we've got you being on fire down here about something. So yeah, I think if there's something here that you feel that you don't have, or that I don't know. This is somebody who is this is strong Emperor energy, being a leader, having leadership qualities, being in control, trusting your own judgment. When it's showing up in this house, you may unconsciously be doubting yourself on that, even though you are certainly presenting this face of being very grounded and having it all and being in charge. This is more of mental energy, and that little thing that says to you kind of, well, what if you get this message, or what if you get that message? So I don't know. I think things are going to be fine. I don't think there's going to be any unpleasant surprises here. I do feel like whatever seems like a struggle right now is something that will be resolved as soon as you have all the information. Yeah, and overall you've got Isis, which to me indicates a situation you need to keep on working. You've got Ta here. Keep persevering. Be patient. Wait for the rest of the information that you need. Now, I usually pull one center card for this. I ended up with 3 today. And we have the Page of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the Fool. And yeah, this feels to me like you are moving on a new path that is more in line with your heart, with where it is that you want to go. I have a feeling there's conflict here because there are some people who think you're being foolish, okay? That you're walking away from a good job. You're walking away from this good thing, and this is saying, no, it's time to walk away. Don't second guess yourself. You can definitely, I think you are definitely right to feel very strongly, you're very strongly grounded and in your power here, and you are definitely moving towards the sun. You are moving towards this. It's just that there's some information that hasn't totally proven it to you yet. But don't let outside influence get in the way here. I think you need to I feel like you are ready to make a certain change. This could be, like I said, this could be a career change. This could be working on a creative project. This could be jumping into a new relationship. Could be all of the above. But there are some things right now, and I do feel like there's some situation where you feel like you may need to get another credential or go back to school or do something. And I think this is telling you, you might not need to do that right now, and maybe it's not the right thing to do right now. So let's do a Moonology card, and let's just see what Capricorn needs to know for the week of February 13th through 19th. Okay, what do here we go. Okay. We got a couple of cards here. New Moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So that's good. With the New Moon in Taurus, this definitely indicates, as you are very practically doing, you are, and you've got Ta here, you've got your own energy in the 1st and 4th houses. So this is definitely about making a plan, sitting down and looking at the long term. There's definitely a strong practical bent to this card, but it is saying that these new ventures that you are moving towards are going to bring prosperity, even if they don't appear that way now. And you've got a fiery climax approaches. So I feel like, you've got a lot of fire down here, but I also feel like there may be people who are making you second guess yourself. And this is saying don't second guess yourself here on this. And you've also got believe in the impossible. So very strongly here, I feel like, there's a lot of strong emotions here. Whether they have to do with love, whether they have to do with a job, I feel like to a certain degree it's both. But I feel like you are getting ready to make some big changes, Capricorn, and there's information you don't have yet, but you are grounded. You are coming from a very solid place. You have thought things out. You're coming from a place of balance. You're not acting in some crazy foolish way. You definitely, I think, have everything all set. It's just a matter of when it comes to anything with education, or maybe even a long trip, look before you leap on that. And it's just a matter of waiting for some of these things to come in. But ultimately, I feel like something's going to come through. And that this period of feeling drained, exhausted, and tired of the same old thing is coming to an end. So I think really good reading for you this week, Capricorn. Don't let the haters hate. And be true to yourself. You are definitely looking at this you're very grounded, looking at on the right path. If you're looking for love, things look great. And if you are making a career change, yes, there's a few changes that need to come about here, but everything's going to be fine. Try not to worry about them, as we have here with 9 of Swords. And like I said, the only caveat I'm really seeing here is if you're thinking about spending a lot of money going back to school or getting a degree or something, this is saying wait, okay? And possibly even with taking a long trip or changing your religion. whatever that 9th house energy is, just you might want to wait on that and see where things are going. Okay, that's it for this week. If you like this reading again, please give it a thumbs up. And definitely you can leave me a comment if you choose. And if you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much. See you next week.